What's up, guys? So I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my channel. It's going to be a $70 giveaway, which is about enough to buy a video game. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and go follow me on Instagram at BrettBQB. Good luck. It'll be announced in a couple weeks. What's going on, guys? So the MLB playoffs is just around the corner. I just had to watch the Blue Jays play two of the most stressful games ever against the Red Sox to like guarantee themselves that wild card spot, which is still sketchy because the one nice thing with the wild card is it gives teams a chance. Like, oh, we made the playoffs. But it's only one game. You lose that game, you're done, and you're sitting. So this draft, in this theme draft, the blindfolded draft was terrible. That was the worst team I've ever had. So we moved on from that one, and we are drafting players only from playoff teams. And let's say, because there is going to be this issue, we're going to get one round where we get a bunch of guys who weren't on playoff teams. And in that case, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draft whoever I want because I can. But the main theme of this draft is if I get any of round with either the Orioles, Blue Jays, Rangers, Red Sox, Indians, Giants, Mets, Cubs, Dodgers, or Nationals, if I get any of those guys, I have to take them. Let's start off this. I just stopped talking this draft right now. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. And if it's the same, like if it's two of the same, like both teams are in the playoffs, I get to choose. So here the Rays are not, unfortunately for the Rays. The Astros are not either. So it is between Jacoby Ellsbury and Jose Bautista. And I love Jose. I really do. Jose, you're awesome. You will always have my heart. But this Jacoby Ellsbury card is too fast, too good, and too powerful to say no to. But Jacoby, you know I love you. You'll always know that. Okay, let's see this round. We have Ralph Kiner. He's not on a playoff team. The Indians. Yes, that is going to be the pick, I believe. Yes. Unless the White Sox. No, the White Sox are not. I don't even know why I had to check that. So we're going to give a 91 overall Victor Martinez, which is an awesome card. Probably who I would have picked anyways. Here's another one here. We're going to be taking Lonnie Chisenhall. Well, I can take Pedro Alvarez too, but I don't really know who do I want here? Definitely Lonnie Chisenhall. No offense to Pedro, but Pedro doesn't see both sides of the ball too well. Ryan Goins, sorry, I love this player. I don't even care if he plays. That's just my main guy. I love Ryan Goins. Okay, let's see here. None of this is just, I think this is a bust round. I think this is what we call a pick whoever you want, Brett, because none of those guys in the playoffs. Those guys' seasons are over. Sorry if you're a fan of any of those teams. I genuinely am sorry, but it is what it is. Steve Cishek. It's going to be J.J. Hardy here, I think. Yeah, J.J. Hardy, the shortstop. I've always thought he's been pretty underrated, and he's always been one of my favorites for some reason. Ever since I started watching, I remember playing ML. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story here, Well, I decide who here. Not the Royals are in the playoffs. Tampa Bay, no. Adam LaRoche, who is... None of these guys. Really? None of them were in the playoffs. Okay, it is what it is. I just assumed that if you give me four guys, one of them at least would be the Rangers. Yes, Ryan Rua, and I am... Can you guys imagine Blue Jays versus Rangers? But what I was saying, I used to play on my PlayStation Portable all the time. Like, I used to play this game pretty consistently. Like, MLB, I feel like it was 10 this show. And I'd always go and play on the Orioles on my team because I don't know why. That was just my team. Those were the guys that I went with, and J.J. Hardy was on those teams. And I just always thought he was kind of a cool guy. So, shout out to J.J. Hardy. Welcome to the squad, J.J. And we're going to have a good time. I'm going to take Alex Wood here because he's on the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers have a good chance of winning. I'm not like, I wouldn't call myself a Dodgers fan. Like, there's two different things. I'm not a Dodgers fan, but I'm not a Dodgers hater either. I don't, like, there's a lot of teams that I really don't like, but like, the Dodgers aren't one of them, but there's a lot of teams that I do like, and the Dodgers aren't one of them, so they're like right in the middle. I don't love or hate the Dodgers. Let's see, Chris Sale for the White Sox. None of these guys. I'm going to take Chris Sale. I get that card pitched at me all the time, and every time I just cry because he's so good. Let's see, who do we going to have to take here? If you guys see me looking down, it's just me looking at the playoff teams trying to see. I think it's going to be Kenley. Yeah, it's going to have to be Kenley Jansen. Or, no, that's the Devil Rays. I don't know why. I thought I saw Blue Jays on the top. I was like, this guy Casby didn't play for the Blue Jays. It's going to be Kenley. That slider that he has is ridiculous, though, so that is a good one. Who do I got here? Michael Pineda. David Robertson. The Yankees are not in the playoffs. Ha ha ha. Sorry, just had to get a good laugh at that. Between Boston and the Yankees, I really, really don't. I don't know how to put this. It's not that I don't like the Yankees. It's just I don't think the Yankees like the Blue Jays either. If I were to come on here and say I love the Yankees. People would be like, but you're a Blue Jays fan, you can't like both. But I know there's going to be some Yankees fans watching this, because there's Yankee fans everywhere. You look left, you look right. They say if you're in a crowd of 3, at least one of them is a Yankee fan. You're going to offend somebody. So I'm sorry to any of you Yankee fans. It is not my intention. I'm kind of rambling on this video, but this is fun. I don't know. This has been a fun draft for me. I like talking. Like, you know what the funniest thing about me, I'm just going to keep talking because this is kind of mind-numbing. It's kind of nice. I have the worst public speaking. This is probably something I might make a video on at some point because it is kind of a sensitive subject for me. But if you put me in front of like 5-6 people, I can't talk in front of them. My body completely freezes up, and I'm working on it a lot. But that's why it's kind of crazy for me and for people who know me in person that I'm a YouTuber, because I've always had a lot of troubles like speaking in front of people. I don't know why. On here I can just talk for days. And that's what I love about it. But like even sometimes in class, like if I have to say my name, where I'm from, and something about myself, I'll like panic and I'll freak out. Because sometimes in university they have those like, you just have to like introduce yourself if you're in like a lab or something. And I always like just dread. So that's something interesting about me. You guys learned something about TDBarrett in this video. Let's go see the lineup that we got. It wasn't great. We got a lot of garbage actually. This team kind of sucks. Yeah, this team kind of sucks. That was a bad draft though in general. That was not a good draft. Not a draft to be excited about. But once this video hits 1,000 likes, the gameplay will be released. I absolutely love you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the playoffs, but you'll be seeing me anyways. You guys know you'll see me at least 4 times a day. 3 or 4 times a day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.